Welcome back, and on this week's edition of Women's Wednesday, let's take a closer look at the power of financial independence. My colleague Kavita Taplial is in conversation with Umesh Daila, who is the National Head ETF Sales and Mirae Asset Investment Managers. He's sharing the to-do list for investment for women, what factors you should keep in mind when it comes to investing.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
Hello and welcome to this very special edition of Women's Wednesday, where today we'll be focusing on passive investing. How can you begin an SIP, and especially talking about women investors who've never been on any investment journey, can passive investment be your first step? Let's understand all of this. I have with me Umesh Daila, Head ETF Sales from Mirae Asset Investment Managers. Hi and welcome to this very special edition. You've always been there and mentoring our women investors, our viewers. What about talking about passive investments today and adopting the right kind of strategies, to handle the market volatility also currently?
Thank you, Kavita, for having me on the show. So, I think passive is something which is shaping up well in India. Lately, in the last 4-5 years, I must say, the number of investors are being added is very encouraging, I must say. And if you break it down, every age category investors are already participating in passives. Right. It purely depends upon what sort of risk appetite you have, what sort of expertise you have. I've met people who don't know about passive much, but still they are trying to read it out. And there are people who are actually following your shows regularly, and they are trying to understand. So my point is that passive is something which is the reality now, and I think it's time when everybody should add passives. It gives you a lot of comfort in terms of you are not out of the market, you are in the market.
Right.
And second is it is giving you innovation also, because there are multiple ideations are happening on passive side, which are you might not feel might not get on active side so frequently. And the third thing is obviously the cost. So all three factors put together, it gives a great combination for any portfolio for that matter. So passive is in need of an hour, and when it comes to how to invest. So passive, I must say, active or passive, whatever. I think SIP is something which is
the best route.
The best route, I must say, and we have been blessed, I must say, where the SIP is being talked a lot, and lately, if you look at the numbers, are very encouraging. Now, when it comes to women, because women investing, we are talking about, women are traditionally, the best, money managers, and they have been managing our homes since ages. My mother, my grandmother, everybody has been doing it, and they know how to use money.
Absolutely.
And that's where I think if they come into this investing thing, they can do wonders. As Linda Davis has said once, that you just tell her how money can be managed. She can do wonders. So that is what we are trying to do here. I think SIP in passive, it's something is must to go. They should participate, and there are multiple strategies to go with it. And I think the way your expenditures are moving from essential investment to discretionary investment, you need more money for future, and that's also a logical tool to think for investing in markets now.
So we are talking about strategies over here. At the same time, I also want you to help our viewers understand the importance of stepping up your SIP, because you set up your SIP, you select a fund, and you just forget about it cannot be the way to move ahead and collect a corpus, right? How important it is to even increase the investment amount?
See, first rule is you should be participating in the market, which is doing SIP. Now the second, which you very rightly mentioned, because as time grows and you are growing, your aspirations grow, your income level also grow, and then you should step up your SIP, because every one penny added additionally in the market and being in the market, it can do wonders, as we call the compounding effect, which plays out very important role. So I think stepping up is something which investors should should look at that way. There are multiple strategies, because it again depends what sort of risk appetite you have and what sort of
let's start from simple to complex.
So like if you talk about simple, so you can always look for plain vanilla like Nifty 50, Sensex, or a mid cap or a small cap. To give you some data point, if you have invested in Nifty 50, to 25 years back, you would have invested say 1,000 rupees per month SIP. So you have invested say, would have invested 3 lakh rupees. Your value as on February 2024 would have become 23 lakh plus. So this is what the compounding comes into. And here you did nothing. You just stayed in the market.
Okay.
You just followed the market. Also, what you can do is you can add strategy like smart beta. You can add themes like multiple themes are there in market, and passive is something which gives you that kind of comfort that you can get a lot of new ideation in your portfolio. So depending upon your goal, depending upon your risk appetite, you should always keep that in mind. You can definitely do a combination of a broad base, themes, a smart beta, or some sectors, or maybe some part of it you can go to international also.
So I know we cannot compare active and passive. I mean, both of these strategies are needed in your portfolio. But talking about risk mitigation, can we say that is a lot in passive as compared to active?
See, risk, whenever you talk about investing, risk is everywhere. And because it's passive or active, ultimately you are entering into the market, you are investing into the stocks. What it helps, passive help you is that you can avoid the biasness here, because in active we have seen there are biasness from fund managers, which can be good also and bad also. Lately we have seen it is not playing out well, but historically it has played out well. So if you don't want to outperform the market, or you don't want to underperform the market with a huge margin, I think better to stay in the market, and you don't want to play around. I think passive is a good strategy to work with that.
I have many questions for you, but then the time is up. Thank you so much for participating. And for all the viewers, thank you so much for watching, and all the best with your passive investment strategies ahead. Thank you.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.